All right, good evening. I am Carla,
And I'm Preston.
and this is Tales from Cape Bretoners. So our last week's recordings were half-headed, and one had no introduction at all. So as we say, we're learning.
I had to make sure I had to make sure I didn't set the camera up. I'm like, Carla, I set that up because I just smoked a big one.
Yeah, it's like no, that was
maybe
me.
I set those fucking things up.
No, that was me. That was me that did that. So anyways, sorry about that. But we're still learning, so hopefully we got it right this week. And yeah, so we're going to tell you a couple of stories. Hopefully you'll enjoy them. And yeah, so again, my name's Carla. For all those people that don't know me out there, I am not a man. I am a woman. I just happen to look like a man. I'm big, and when I say big, I don't mean obese. I mean big. Big. Iron worker for a long time, construction my whole life, and yeah, so big muscles and just big built. So anyways, that being said, if I have to say it, which I probably don't, but I'll say I am a lesbian, so I'm part of the LGBT. The rest I don't know anything about, so I'm not going to talk about the rest of that. However, throughout my life I've had some fun with being gay. I'll just
put
say
it easily.
Yeah, put it easily and simply, I've had some fun with being gay. So I'm going to tell a story tonight about a lifelong friend I've had now for about 20 years. His name is John Keever, and I'm going to tell you how we met. And so when I met my wife, I lived with her in Cambridge and made a few friends in Cambridge. And one of the friends I made, his name was Eddie, and what we had in common is we like to go golfing. So we go on Thursdays where it was kind of like a pickup game, basically, right?
Yeah.
So you didn't have to make a tee off time. You just went, and what they did was they just brought people together. So you could go by yourself, you could go with two or whatever, and then they'd make four. So yeah. You may know the people you're golfing with, you may not, right? So this particular day, we go, and Eddie knows John Keever and another guy that he's with, and they say, you know, okay, if you four of you want to play, go ahead and play. So we start playing, and nice to meet you, and whatever, and we're chit chatting, and we're going, and I go to swing from the tee, and this guy John makes rude comments about gay people as I'm swinging. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, here we go. Right? All right. Okay. So, usually dealing with people like that, I just let it go. Because usually if you give them no response and no reaction, they'll stop doing it because it's no fun. Right? So, anyways, so we go 4 holes, and every time I go to swing, he does this. He makes these rude comments.
Hold on, sorry to interrupt you, Carla. Just so you guys know why I'm giggling. She just went through the story, kind of went through the rundown. So I'm kind of giggling because I've heard this before already. So just wanted to let you know. That's why I'm giggling here.
So get into 4 holes, and I say to my buddy Eddie, what's this guy's problem, right? And he goes, his wife just left him for a woman. I said, oh, well, I guess that makes sense. Okay. So, again, I just kind of let it go and hope that he'll just stop doing it. So now we get to the 9th hole. We're playing 18. We get to the 9th hole, and he's still doing it. And he's getting more verbal about it, and he's getting louder about it, and he's getting more obnoxious about it. So I'm like, okay, now I've had enough, right? The asshole in me is the Cape Bretoner is coming out. I've had enough, right? So we're waiting for the people in front of us to go on the 9th hole, and off they go. And I said to him, hey, John, what was your wife's name? And he let's say Linda. I don't actually remember what her name was, but anyway, we're just going to say it was Linda. I said, oh. He goes, why? He goes, you know her? And I said, I don't think so. I said, no, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Right? And I wait for him to get up to the tee, and he gets up to the tee, and he gets at the top of the swing. I said, oh yeah, that's right, I fucked her. right? He swings. And he hits the ball and it goes wildly left, right, off into the rough. And he turns around, he looks at me and he goes, "You asshole." And then he started laughing because I was busting a gut. I was laughing so hard, right? And he's like, "Oh my God," he said, "You know what? I like you." Like we've been friends ever since, right? Because he just he couldn't believe I just say it, right? I'm like, get over it, man. Like, doesn't matter who she left you for. She left you. Who cares? Get rid of it. Move on. There's 12 behind her, man. Let it go. Right?
Some sensitive people.
Yeah. Don't give her your last feeling, man. Like,
should have gave him a tissue for his issue.
Yeah, exactly. Like, walk on, move on. I've always been of the opinion there's at least 20 to 100 behind her. Don't worry about it. You're all right. Yeah, she's not the only fish in the sea.
Yeah,
that's for sure. So, anyways, he laughed, and I think it was really the moment he actually got over it.
Yeah.
I think he realized the silliness of the anger or whatever he was feeling. It's like, man, come on, like you gotta laugh about it because life's too short, buddy. And he ended up marrying a beautiful woman named Barb. She died now, but God love her. She was the best thing that ever happened to him, and he had a good 15 years with her. And so God bless him. He did all right. So now he's old and he spends his time with his grandkids.
Old for fun.
Oh no, John Keeber is. Yeah, no, he's in his 80s now for sure.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd be definitely because he was retired when we met. Yeah. So yeah, for sure, he's in his 80s. So
that's a good life.
Anyways, he's a good guy.
And he's some years old,
Yeah, but anyways, so that was just one of my gay stories. There's many. Trust me. My God.
Now that we're on the subject.
Yeah. A lot of people have pushed the button. I can tell you.
Yeah. We might as well continue this night.
A lot of people don't know when to shut up. I can tell you. But anyways, Preston, we'll go on to Preston's story, and I don't know what it is. I have no idea.
Well, we're kind of drawn to it, I guess. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe it is like just people. I don't know. They don't know what to take of us or what. I don't know what they think. Maybe they like us too much or something.
I don't
and then they realize where they are when they put their foot in their mouth. Fucking stupid, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of dumb people out there. Like that time at Bam Bam's.
Oh, yeah.
Holy fucking that idiot there, he was going on.
Oh,
right?
Oh my God. Yeah, you can tell that story if you want. Go ahead.
I'll sit
we're on it.
Right?
We're on the topic.
So anyways,
we might as well do it because he was like brutal.
This story. So this is a relentless night, right? It just shows you how ignorant people can be. And we're out for a good time. We're not out for a shit time. And me and Carla, we went out to do some karaoke, and her brother, my uncle, was there.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much what started it this night.
That is what started it. We won't use any names. We'll leave that out.
Yeah, we'll leave the last names out.
Yeah.
They're still first names.
Yeah, you could use first names, but we'll leave last names. And my other nephew was there too.
Yeah.
Lover, not a fighter.
Well, we don't have to tell names. I don't know, whatever.
Well, who cares? It's part of the story.
So, anyways, me and Carla are sitting at this table, and this guy sits down with us, and he's friggin', let's be honest, he's just rude.
Yep.
Making ignorant comments. He's talking about gay people and stuff like that.
And why, I don't even know. Like, how it came up, or...
He sat down because Uncle Mike invited him over to their table.
No, I get that. But why he started going on about that, I don't know.
Well, because I don't know where he thought he was, right? I don't know who he thought he was sitting with.
I don't know.
But Michael invited him over.
Yeah.
Because he was buying Michael beers.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. And then this guy and his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. It was him and his girlfriend that was sitting across the table, right?
First date, yeah.
So anyways, this is first date. She barely knew this guy. And anyways, a good story. This is a funny one, right? So needless to say, Buddy keeps going on about gays and gays and gays and gays, and he's well, I'll be rude, like the way he put it was queers, and all sorts of other fucking names we won't go over about.
Yeah.
Right. So, anyways, you know how people are, and they were worse in them fucking days because that was still like fucking. Well,
it's 15 years ago, 20
it's
years
still
ago.
Fucking, yeah, no matter how everybody goes through some sort of abuse. I was whatever. I won't get into this shit.
Yeah.
So anyways,
he kept going on.
Yeah, he kept going on about gays this and gays that. He was being kind of rude. So finally, I said, "Hey, man," I said, "Excuse me there, buddy," because I didn't fucking care what his name was at that point. I said, "Hey, fuckhead."
Yeah.
And he looks at me. I said, "I'd like you to meet my aunt, Carla, and she's gay." So
face dropped.
His face dropped. And anyways, so needless to say, buddy got like I don't know. He got all fucking rude, and then the fight was on, right? Yeah. So us being Cape Bretoners, that's what we do, right? So you know, we got into her with this guy, but Carla and this guy disappeared. I don't know where Carla went.
I dragged him outside.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. We seen her outside when we got outside, right? She's fucking pounding Buddy's head, right? Banging it off the pavement and punching him in the face and trying to get the cab. And she's, "Oh, look what you did to my family." And she's screaming, right? And we're just like, holy, bang! And she's smashing him, bang! And she smashes him as she's trying to get in the cab, right? She's pounding this guy. And I'm like, oh, yeah, she's got this shit under control, right? So we go back in where the fight is. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole bar kind of broke out. We were just
the whole bar, we flipped her all over there.
Yeah.
They kicked us out, they barred us.
Yeah, and we
And
went back to each other.
Talked us home all the way home. Minus 50 in Alberta, you know. Minus 40.
Oh yeah, it was
It was a cold one.
Yeah, it was a cold one. It was a wash.
Shirt off, tore it up. And I was right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's back when I wouldn't put up with anything, you know. Well, I think I put up with enough, really, to be honest. I put up with a lot until you said something. I just kind of, again.
We both did, right?
Yeah.
We tried to shut up and you
well,
try
like I said,
you try to listen
times
to
you
people.
try to
Everybody
ignore
got,
it.
you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to be at the table,
Yeah,
I think
then
you should notice.
Yeah.
By the way, you're sitting with my aunt, who's gay, and I don't fucking like you. That's simple.
Yeah, and you're at our table.
Yeah, leave our table, right? I don't care who invited you here.
Yeah. Well, that's how the fight started, because he didn't want to leave the table, and it's like, you know what, it's time for you to leave. He just didn't know when to shut up.
Yeah, he didn't.
And he was trying to play tough guy in front of this first date. She was terrified. Poor girl. When I threw him in the cab all bloodied up, I said to her, take him home, and she goes, "I don't know where he lives." And I said, "Well, then take the cab home yourself and get rid of it. It's garbage. You don't need it. Don't have a date number 2 with it."
It's terrible, like, you know. Some people's heads, like, you just don't, you know, but, you know, you got over it, right? You move on.